What's going on, everybody? Serial Entrepreneur here, and in this episode we're going to talk about something really interesting. It's actually going to go over how I've taken ClickFunnels and some really useful content, at least to my viewers it's useful, and we've taken that and generated 450 new leads in under 2 months. About 70% of those leads are from free traffic via YouTube. So if you want to figure out how we did that, stay tuned. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Like I said, we're going to go through how we've used ClickFunnels and some really cool content to generate over 450 leads in about 2 months. Like, this is easy. Like, it's too easy almost when it's free traffic. Like, I would say about 70% of those leads that we've gained have come from free traffic. Everything else has come from, spending a little bit on advertising and stuff like that. So we're going to quickly show you a couple of the best funnels that I've built. My favorite funnels that we've used and built that have actually performed really, really well. One of them is generated in the last 5 months, that one funnel alone. So funnel, let me clarify. A funnel is any type of content string where so I have a Facebook ads training funnel. I have a digital marketing audit template funnel. I have a social media marketing tools funnel where, each funnel has a different topic, and that's how you segment your audience up front and figure out what their needs are, what they're really looking for, what they're trying to solve, right? So that's the kind of content we promote up front. And each funnel, like we've had 2 funnels, one of them has done completely free traffic. We haven't spent a single dollar on it, haven't had to. And it's generated, I think it was about 500 leads in about 4 to 5 months. The other one we just started about 2 months ago, and it's already generated close to 200 leads, from basically not having to do anything. You just put out the content, make sure it's quality content, and people are driven to it because it's promoted via, something like YouTube or search engine results, something like that. So we're going to quickly talk about the setup of it, what we used, how we did it, and just show you that I'm not kidding. We really did get all these leads. So what we use again is ClickFunnels, and if you're looking for something like a landing page builder, one that's going to be effective, one that's just completely robust and integrates with almost anything, I strongly recommend ClickFunnels. There's other ones out there, like not Constant Contact, what's it called? Lead Page or Lead Pages, something like that. It's not my favorite. I checked it out, but ClickFunnels has always been super easy to use. Even if you're not a developer or a coder, you don't have to have coding experience. This makes it super easy to use, and you can basically, at this point, a lot of people are building websites on ClickFunnels because they don't need anything too big. All they use their website for is to convince people to call them or set an appointment. So they're using that website as, the host of basically all of their business information, what they're about, what services they provide, but it's used to funnel traffic directly to their inbound traffic center, which that could be email marketing or email where they're sending in an application, or they're sending in or they're setting an appointment. It could be via phone call. It could be, tons of different ways to reach out to the business, but that's the end goal. So we're going to talk about, a couple funnels, like I said, and then what we did to really make this take off. So first and foremost comes down to building really good content, because you can build an awesome funnel. It can look great, but if the value you provide, which is usually the content, isn't decent, nobody's going to enter your funnel, or no one's going to subscribe or give you their email. We actually have about a 62% subscribe rate, or lead capture rate with our ClickFunnels accounts, and with our funnels and our ads. So that's what's really cool, is most people aren't getting 62% conversion rate. That's why I'm so happy. We don't have to spend a ton of money because of the fact that our conversion rate is very high, and because of the fact that we're basically getting it for free anyways. So why would you spend money if you're getting a high conversion rate and people are joining? It just wouldn't make sense, right? So we're dealing with free traffic. When it dies down, we'll spend some money on it to bring in some new viewers, but that's about it. So once you get the content, once you decide what content you want to use, what's going to be the best, and then you build it out properly, again, it comes down to building it out and actually providing value to the user, giving them useful information that they can use right now. And I recommend this, when you guys do the audits for your businesses, or when you're when you're prospecting or trying to find leads for your agency, you really want to make sure that you're providing as much value up front. And by doing that, you can actually get people to want to purchase your things, number one, faster and at a higher rate than if you were to just provide mass amounts of content, but less quality, less value involved. Does that make sense? So that's the biggest thing. You really have to have valuable content to push the funnel itself. Then next important thing is making sure that the funnel itself is, designed properly and it's the right type of funnel. So we're going to talk about, number one, my first and most favorite type of funnel that I like to use, or that we've recently started using, and basically it's a webinar. So you guys have noticed how webinars are really popular, but you might not be able to afford one of the live webinar softwares just yet, right? Which kind of sucks. We're about to actually purchase our first live webinar software, so that's going to be really exciting. But before we got to that point, before we could afford it, we decided we were going to stick with, something we already had, save the money, and wait until a later date. And ClickFunnels allows you to do that perfectly. So we're going to click on this. This is our Facebook ads webinar. And basically what we do is we teach people about Facebook ads in this webinar. And it is basically a 3-step or a 3-video series. You could add more if you wanted to. But this is a 3-video series, shows them 3 different videos on Facebook ads. There's the registration page and then the confirmation page where we try to upsell them. So what we have is when we get to the registration page, show you what it looks like first. You can see very simple, straight to the point. Stuff is in bold and very large that actually is important. You can see all the other text is a little smaller, but everything is bold and large print, when it's important and when it's part of the message that you want to get across. Then you have things like what's included. Then you have your, what's included in Serial Entrepreneur Academy, because this is the product we're actually trying to sell. We have student reviews in case they keep reading, blah, blah, blah. There's tons of stuff you could do. We could actually even change up the style, and I'm probably going to at some point, because this was the test. So before I start A/B testing, I always like to run a test of the content in general to see if it's even going to be effective. And then I start A/B testing. So we're at the stage now where we're going to start A/B testing different landing pages and different designs. But so you can see this talks about the Facebook ads training, and then we get into Serial Entrepreneur Academy. So what we're going to do with another page is we're going to basically keep all this up here, and then we're going to talk about down here, it'll talk about like how Facebook ads can increase sales for businesses, blah, 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 blah. And this will be pushed down all the way to the bottom below, a massive amount of just free Facebook content that we're giving them to make them want to purchase, or not purchase, but sign up for this series. So that's the first step, and again, it's a 3-step funnel where when they start the series, they click this button. So show you what it looks like actually. God, did it again, didn't I? Yep, right here. All right, so you can see when I click that start the series, pops up a window, enter your name, do you own an agency or not? No, register spot. And then we capture all of that information via our email automation software, which is awesome. Again, ClickFunnels integrates great with tons of different softwares. So you use ActiveCampaign like I recommend. It's an easy integration. You just set up the integration and basically choose what list you want to dump them in and any fields you need. But that's it. So that's the first page. Then we have our second page, which is the Indoctrin page. And you can see this one is where they actually get into the content. We also have follow-up emails that send out to them that say, hey, you can get to this video, or you can rewatch this video here. There's a lot of different stuff you can do, so that way you're still building engagement with them. You're keeping in contact with them and walking them through basically your sales funnel. So you can see we have the video, and then we backed it up with everything on the other page again, just added more content. Most people don't want to go through all of this. They might look at some stuff and read through it if you're like going through an intro or something like that. But other than that, they're pretty much going to stay up here towards the video. So we have our first video. You can see it goes through the whole training process, blah, 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 blah. Here's how Facebook ads works. Here's how to build interest groups and audiences. And then you're done. And then they can go to next lecture. And when they do that, boom, then they're on 2, and now number 2 is unlocked. Number 1 is unlocked, and they get video 3 next. And again, we make sure to send them copies of all the videos. We have this cool little thing that comes up so that way if they do scroll, they get this cool little action bar up top that basically pops up with the YouTube video so they can keep watching as they're reading. This helps basically let people multitask so they can read about other things you're trying to sell while watching the video that you're trying to train them on. It's a great little feature here. And then all you do is you click go to next lecture. Once they finish this video, then they get the third and final video that we put together. We train them on retargeting ads, bada bing, bada boom, creating all these retargeting ads. Yay, 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 info. And then they feel satisfied. And then at the very end, I talk about... Yeah, somewhere in there I talk about a deal. And then basically if they want it, they just click get the deal now. And then here's the upsell. Basically get 100 off right now if you take this course, blah, 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 or if you purchase it right now. And then this code will expire or it'll change up basically on the page load. It's based on when they load the page. It'll generate a code from our website that we're using, and that's basically it. It's not very difficult. So that's it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we're gonna pause right here really quick, Tanvir, and please do me a favor and blur this code out in post. I want this blurred out. I don't want people to actually see this code. Please make sure you blur this out. All right, now we'll continue. All right, so now that you guys see what the actual funnel kind of looks like. Other than that, it's basically, again, just based on content. You see the design, very basic. It doesn't have to be super fancy. Let me go back. And you can see, like, seriously, very basic. You can see all of this stuff here. We have reviews, we have information about the course, but as far as design's concerned, you don't need a lot. You don't have to spend a lot of time here. And this funnel, I think, took me maybe 15-20 minutes to make, all in all, once we actually figured out how this funnel works, because this was a new funnel to us. But they provide it. That's actually the really cool part. We didn't even have to do really much of the designing on it, because when you purchase ClickFunnels, it's $97 a month, but trust me, it's worth it. Like, seriously, I've gained 450 leads that out of those, I would guarantee you I've made more than $97 off of the leads that came from this. But you can see right here, all of these funnels are funnels that ClickFunnels actually gives you. So we just made a copy of the perfect webinar funnel and basically made our own funnel out of it. So it took even more of the work out of it. So that's really it there. But that funnel alone has generated 190 emails, or basically leads, for our business in under 2 months, just under 2 months. And then we have our DMAT series. This is another one. This one's a little different. Let me see. We'll look at this right here. And all this is basically teaching people how to use the digital marketing audit template, which that's been a huge seller for my business. People getting results from using this template by providing value. So we got a lot of success out of this funnel, and you can see the design really isn't much different. We stick to our company colors. You have the same almost setup, what to expect. You have some course reviews, blah blah blah. It's really, really cool. And this funnel has actually generated, I think, over 600 leads or 500 leads for us since it's been created about 4 or 5 months ago. So that's amazing. Like, you really can't get better than that. And that was all free traffic. Like, I didn't pay for a single one of those leads. Like, all it comes down to is creating decent content that's actually going to be valuable to someone, setting up the page to actually sell them on it. You know, you can, like, actually, when you look at this video and when you're watching this video, look at how I actually have this page set up. Look at how text is set up, where it's bold at, where it's smaller or larger, where buttons are placed. You can see, like, you have the video right here, so they scroll down just a little bit to get to where the video is basically even in the page, because most people want things centered. And you can see, boom, our call to actions come in, what to expect in big text, so that way they know where they can look to read and find out more information easier. All right, so it's not hard to do, but you just have to get in here and practice. But that's the easy thing. Like ClickFunnels offers a free 14-day trial. And again, the link will be in the description below. If you want that free 14-day trial, just click that link and you get it for free. Like there's not much better than that. So all we have, and this is an even easier one. This is a 3-step funnel, and really all this does is kick them off a promotional email to try and, you know, get them engaged and hopefully to buy. But other than that, it's just a 2-step funnel. It's an opt-in and then a thank you page, and that's it. And I'll show you right here where you can view your stats. That's what I love about this. Just in the last 2 months, we'll go back to October 7th. In the last 2 months for this funnel, we've generated 177 leads. Like, it's insane. And this is just my YouTube, like this is my link on YouTube for it. So we have a link on Facebook, we have a link on Instagram for it, and those are generating leads as well. So this is 177, 42% conversion overall in 2 months. The cool thing is our second page, our thank you page, is getting about 75% conversion, which is even better because we want to try and sell people. And you can see that's pushed another 103 people through to this promotional email page, which is awesome. So let me go back really quickly to our funnels, show you the Facebook ads webinar one. Again, we just started this one, and let me see stats. Just started this one. It's got a 63% conversion ratio, which is awesome. And then for 2-month time frame, we've got 189 leads. Yep, and 62 points set. So we've stayed steady at 62% conversion, which is awesome. So I'm super happy with these funnels. I'm super happy with the leads they're generating, because again, we're not paying much for these leads at all. And we actually figured out we had an issue. Our videos were locked, so people were getting to this page and then they were dropping off here. So we just actually had to unlock our YouTube video. That, like, simple things like that, that's the thing. You guys have to pay attention to each and every step of your ClickFunnel, because people will set up ClickFunnels or they've used it before and they didn't get results. So there's a couple issues that there could have been. Number one, the content wasn't good enough. Number two, the design wasn't good. Number three, you had a feature that was killing your ad or killing your funnel conversion ratio. So since we've actually, you know, made that change, it's gone up slightly. So I expect it to keep going up as time goes on. But literally the YouTube video being locked, like they couldn't scroll forward in the video, that being locked kept people from going to the next step in the funnel. But on the flip side, it did help them get, or it did help us get higher open rates on our emails that we sent them. At least I think they were higher open rates compared to our other campaigns. But for this specific campaign, it's kind of hard to tell right now because it's so new. But, you know, it's a really cool little feature that we're able to track. We're able to see everything going through. It's just easy to use. They have a CRM, like a customer relationship management platform, so you can see I can like look at all of my contacts from each page. If I go back to contacts right here, I can look at all of my contacts that we've gained from here. 364 contacts found in the last 30 days. That's what we've gained with all of our funnels in the last 30 days. 360 new leads. So you guys can do this for businesses too. Like, it's not just my business. And that's the thing. I have a much higher dollar industry where everything in my industry is very expensive. So getting leads can be tough. And to get 364 in 30 days is freaking awesome. That means if you were to take this same strategy and cross it over into an industry like, let's say, a popular restaurant, you could easily build their email list to thousands and thousands of subscribers in a matter of 3 to 4 months. And that is all new leads, all new traffic for them. And all you have to do is put together a little promotion, a little funnel, bada bing, bada boom. You got people coming in left and right, right? So you just have to know why they're useful. Again, I'm telling you, like, ClickFunnels is the landing page platform to use. If you haven't tried it, use the free trial, try it out. And if it really is worth it to you, then pay for it, because it is so awesome for my business. It gets 364 leads a month. And you just literally build easy funnels. You put content to match it that's going to be quality content, and then you ensure that you provide deliverability by making sure that you get traffic to your content by either running ads or setting it up on a YouTube channel where people can view it. And there's tactics there. You can run YouTube ads to drive traffic. Either way, there's several different ways you can do it. That's basically the point I'm trying to make. But yeah, ClickFunnels. So that's it, guys. All you have to do is build your funnels, build your content, build your ads if you need to build ads. Select your messaging, make sure it's going to be valuable. That's the biggest thing. Make sure whatever you're trying to make them give you their contact information for, it's something that's actually going to be beneficial to them, that's going to help them. If it's not something helpful, they're not going to download it. They're not going to give you their information. All right. Outside of that, if you liked this video, throw me a like on there, throw me a comment, let me know if it was helpful for you. If you have any questions about ClickFunnels, throw that in the bottom below. Also, if you haven't done this yet, you need to subscribe to our channel so that way you can get updated on all of the major things that we're doing at Serial Entrepreneur Academy. Plus, all of this is free content. You don't want to miss out. All of our social media links are going to be down below, free Facebook ads training below, free Facebook group below. Just check all of those links out so that way you can get involved and stay up to date with the most really trending information in digital marketing. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and shoot another video. So see you guys. Serial Entrepreneur out. Ready to start living the six-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.